Hello and welcome back. Back up to the land now. It's been a couple of weeks. I've been a little busy, so I haven't been able to get up. But I'm up here now for 4 days actually. I took a couple days off and I'm up for the weekend, and then I'm going to stay Monday, Tuesday. And my kids are coming up too actually on Monday to spend the night. So that should be fun hanging out with them for a little bit. But for today, just kind of got here, just loaded my stuff in the tent and kind of sat down to enjoy the view for a bit, finished my coffee from the ride up. I'm not 100% sure what I'm going to do today. I definitely have to deal with some more wood for the tent, which seems to be an ongoing challenge. Keeping the wood going. You see my my wood pile there is somewhat dwindling. Got a little bit in the tent, but not much. So I did find a couple of spots or a couple of trees that are ready to burn as well. So I just got to kind of cut those, haul them over, cut them up, split them, that kind of thing. So I may do that today or might do that tomorrow. I think I have enough wood for today, so we'll see. But maybe before we get rolling and finish my coffee, I'll show you what's been happening with the Beaver Dam. So the Beaver is back, or a Beaver is back. He's pretty much repaired the dam all across the full length on this side and on the other side, and it's been kind of great. The water level is actually pretty high. You can sort of see here. Usually it's kind of at the base of that thing, so it's actually a little high, which is something I have to kind of keep an eye on. I don't really mind, it's not too high for me, but that's what got the last beaver killed by the neighbors. Well, not by the neighbors, but for the neighbors essentially, due to the lake level getting too high. That was their main complaint, I guess, that caused the trapper to come out and kill the beaver, or the township to hire a trapper to come out and kill the beaver. So anyway, I'm gonna try to maintain the water level of the lake as best I can, sort of keep the beaver busy. I'm not sure how well it's going to go, but hoping I can do that. Right now it's early spring, is the water level is always high in the spring because all the melt and stuff, so I don't think there's any problem right now, but throughout the summer I'll have to keep a close eye on it. But I'll show you what I'm talking about, what I'm thinking of maintaining. But anyway, here's where I normally would cross, and it's a little deep. It might be over my boots, I'm not sure, but I'm just going to cut across this way instead. Might actually clean this up a bit so it's a little less precarious. Get through here. So when I first got here, just came over here kind of straight away and checked it out, and the beaver definitely had patched up this area pretty well too. So I cleared it. Hopefully you can still hear me over the rushing water. I cleared the area here that the beaver had set, so along here, and the water's flowing pretty good out now. But you can see, all the way up the dam, it's basically flowing over kind of everywhere. So this is about as high as the water level would ever really get anyway with the lake. It's not really going to go any higher, given the water's going over top of the dam pretty much everywhere right now. But what I'm thinking is, over the course of the summer, I'll try to keep this part of the dam open enough that the water level doesn't rise too high once the creek sort of slows down, and that'll keep the beaver kind of busy as well on that. Hopefully, he won't be too happy with me, but I'm doing it for him, really. Doing it to save his life essentially. So hopefully he can kind of keep himself busy maintaining that little spot there. And the lake level itself won't get too low for him, so he won't be in any kind of danger or anything like that. But yeah, anyway, that's kind of what's happening over here. So super happy that the beaver is back and actually active over here. He wasn't really active until since the other beaver got killed till now, so, or till a couple weeks ago, I guess, when he probably started. But anyway, I'm gonna take a little walk up to the creek, up to the creek area, just to sort of see what the flow is like right now. We did get a lot of rain in the last few days, even last week I think as well. So probably since I've been here anyway, there's been quite a bit of rain. So the flow of water in the creek is probably, you know, pretty heavy. I think most of the spring melt is kind of done at this point, but I'm not 100% sure about that. But either way, the water level is still flowing pretty, or water rate, I guess, is in the creek is flowing pretty well. So let's take a walk. A little footbridge here is still holding up good, and my little ditch, I guess, up the hill there too. Let's go check that out. And as I'm out on a walk, I always keep my eye open for little bits of the birch bark on the ground, and I'll stuff it in my pocket, and that keeps my birch bark supply kind of going well in the tent. A little ditch here is still going okay. Most of the water seems to be running down there and not down my my little roadway. Nice. I'll fix that somehow. This log here has gotten off kilter. You can see I wonder if it's that side there that's sloped down a bit. All right, it's not perfect, but I think These little rocks there will keep it sturdy anyway. A lot better. All right, let's go check out the Great Valley. I definitely have to do some more trail trimming around here. Piece of birch bark. This is one of my my favorite spots here. Nice outcropping of rock. Nice in the summer. Hoping to build a little gazebo or something maybe over there at some point. But I'll show you one of the next sort of partial temporary project situations happening. My daughter, Kalia, who's coming up, is really keen on having a little spot of her own up here. So I'm gonna help her out and spend some time working on a little spot for her. We're gonna just build a little bunkie of some sort for her to kind of hang out in, and maybe I'll even stay there in the colder months. But this spot here was what I was calling Camp 2. It was actually the first place I stayed when I came up here. I just kind of set a tent up back in the forest in a flat spot, and I came out to this area to have a fire. But I'll show you what I'm talking about. So we've cleared a lot of like the little brush out and then cleared back in again. And the idea was to set a little bunkie in between those two cedar trees, kind of back in there, and then you'll have a nice view of this whole valley here, which we've demarked as the Great Valley. And then Olivia is coming up, my youngest daughter. Her spot that she wants to build is kind of like in and around the corner there, so we might spend some time over there too, just kind of checking it out, clearing some spots and seeing what's what. I'm not sure how much we'll get done on that one, but anyway, so this is the spot which we'll probably be showing a little more work on over the next little while. When I came up here, I guess it was 2 weeks ago with Kalia and a friend, and Kalia brought a friend. I kind of just forgot to video, to be honest. I only don't really think about it when we're doing stuff, you know, like busy doing stuff. I had planned on doing some video, but we just got busy working away, and then, you know, cooking and stuff, and just never really thought about it. So we started clearing this area a couple weeks ago with just Callie and a friend, and then another weekend, about 2 weeks ago I guess was, the other one's probably 3 weeks ago. 2 weeks ago we came up with again, Callie brought a friend up, and different friend that time actually, and I had my friend and his son joined us as well. We just came up for a day trip because didn't have any time on the weekend to do stuff. I had commitments on Sunday, and so we just couldn't spend the whole night. So we came up, you know, on the Saturday morning, spent the day Saturday working, and then headed back out after we sat around the fire, cooked dinner on the fire and stuff like that for a bit. So that was fun. But one of the things I wanted to do is connect. So we've got this sort of walking trail that goes up here to the sort of flat area where the road is up there. So it kind of runs up top there to a flat area. But we were working on this little roadway, so I want to build a bit of a loop. So I'll work on maybe this area this weekend as well, trying to get this connected. But we started kind of here on that Saturday, and we just basically, you know, had me and Sean at the front. I had the chainsaw. He had a bale hook, just kind of like chopping down all the little stuff and branches that were in my way. And then the kids, his son and my daughter and her friend, I guess not really kids anymore, young adults for most of them, except for my son, my friend's son. He's still a teenager. But they followed behind us and kind of, you know, stacked all these piles in the middle here. So I'm hoping I can kind of come back and get them with the tractor more easily this way. So we just kind of stacked them in their way. We threw some wood off to the side that we thought might be you know, half decent for firewood or using to build with or something. And yeah, just that's soft ground. This thing just fell apart on me here as I was walking. I was tripped. So where was I? We were coming through here. Obviously it's not like even done the clearing yet. We still have to do more clearing, and then I also have to flatten it out more. But, let's grab some more of this birch bark. And yeah, and you can see like evidence of more skidder trails here too. I think going up there was a skidder trail that came down to this area, did some clearing. So I'm not sure how wet this sort of area stays, but we kind of decided we would turn the road up this way. I'm pretty sure I have to take down this tree here, probably these little ones, but I was hoping to leave the big trees, but this one's kind of like right in the path, so I'll probably take that one down. Some of these are half decent trees, so we just kind of left them off to the side instead of cutting them up for brush. And then the trail comes up this way, and we sort of turned it here. So this tree here also will come down. I didn't bother taking anything that was too big down that day because we had a lot of people around. I didn't want to drop it on anybody. Not sure where I'm going to drop that one too. So another one we set off to the side. And so at this big boulder here, which I thought was pretty cool, this big outcropping of rock covered in moss. This was going to be the split point. So the road will eventually, or a trail I guess I should call it, will eventually go down that way somewhere, and then sort of turn up and eventually connect to another spot up there. And then also Olivia's little spot's going to be somewhere back in there too. So the trail will kind of continue this way over to a spot where we can get stuff to her spot too, to build there as well. Do a little something over there. But yeah, so some of these little trees still have to come down, and that one in the middle, but the road will kind of like turn around this corner and come up through here. I'll take all these roots out. And it turns at this big birch tree. This looks like it's seen better days. More evidence of the skidder tracks here, but the path will kind of cut through here. May May or may not take some of these other ones, like this one here. May leave it, may take it down. But the path kind of continues this way, up through here, past another big old birch of some sort. And kind of makes its way down this way, past this other hurting birch. Oh look, there's some more chaga there. I didn't notice that before on the dead branch. So it's probably not the greatest stuff since it's already dead. It looks like it's sort of falling off on its own even, so I don't know how good that would be. But this here is not chaga. That's just a shelf fungus. So this tree is obviously in a bit of rough shape. Even that it's rotting and falling apart. It's still alive though. You can see it's budding up there. It's pretty amazing how it can find a way even when it's in really rough shape. A couple another big ones here, but the trail should be able to make it through here and then back through there. I might have to take that one down, we'll see, but I don't want to take anything down that I don't have to. Well, this big birch here is completely dead. Lots of birch bark on the ground here. Not stuff that won't fit in my pocket, but anyway, that one is completely dead. It'll probably fall on its own at some point. And then here to the clearing. Back to the clearing. So one of my things for this weekend, and maybe today or tomorrow, is dealing with some of this stuff here. It's kind of in a precarious spot, like, you know, half falling, hung up. I kind of want to get that stuff out of the way before, you know, get more people up here that can, you know, potentially get hurt as I'm trying to deal with that stuff in the way. And then it's still nice and flat up here too, so I clear more of this stuff. This clearing that I did here was kind of very, you know, quick and dirty, so to speak. Just kind of like tried to pull the top layer off, but I didn't have anywhere to really put it, and I just had my bucket on, so I was just kind of like piling it, you know, in spaces and throwing a lot of it over there. So I'm gonna put I'm gonna get the grapple on the tractor and see if I can grab some of that top stuff and maybe find a better spot for it where it's, you know, more out of the way, and then I can have this area a bit more cleared, and I can go back a bit farther as I'm clearing those and make a bit more of an opening here. I'm also debating about getting a sawmill. My plan was to kind of put a sawmill right along here somewhere, and then, you know, just be able to bring stuff up. I'm right on the edge of the road here, or right edge of my driveway. I could kind of haul wood up this way that I get, you know, cut from stuff, and kind of start preparing it and then use it for various projects and stuff. But I don't know, I haven't quite decided if now's the right time to do that or not. It's not really my focus right now. I'm supposed to be focusing on the road, even though this bunky situation here for Callie is gonna chew up some time, but that's okay. I'm happy with that. But there's quite a few. You can see this other big dead pine in the thing over there that fell down. A lot of times the pines that are falling over, their middle is completely rotten, so it's only like the outside that was holding them up, which might be why they end up getting blown over. So I'm not sure how many like big pines I'm gonna have like that in that situation where they've already fallen or dead, and they're solid, that they could actually cut up wood inside. So that's one of my hesitations too, just not knowing exactly what the quality of the lumber or wood will be up here for these bigger trees. And I generally don't want to cut big trees down for the most part, so it's only you know, the occasional one or the one that's in the way or that kind of thing. But even smaller ones, if I could square it off easily or that kind of thing, I could still use them for some stuff. But anyway, somewhere along the way, I now have birch bark in my hand and no coffee. Where did I put my coffee down? Oh man. Well, I put it down to fix the bridge. Did I pick it up again after that? Let me go down to the bridge since we're right here and see if that's where it's resting. Otherwise, I might be doing another hike. But anyway, yeah, you can see. I think I've probably shown you this before anyway. But the sort of clearing there, that's the driveway back to the tent, and then this is the driveway down to the creek and across. So let's go find my coffee. All right, look at that. Memory serves, I guess. Okay. All right, let's head back to the tent now and figure out what we're gonna do.